Hi guys, well we haven't featured Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo on the channel for a little while, so I thought I'd jump in and have a look at some perfect trajectory events. So perfect trajectory, all you have to do is basically keep the race in line, avoid the cones. Any cones you do knock down, you will incur a time penalty. You can see the time on the top right hand of the screen. I'm driving the Hyundai i20 with the T300 RS racing wheel, all assists off. And coming through this section here, narrowly avoiding the cones. Now you get to this part, you think, where have you got to go? And it's on the right hand side of this U-bend. Tricky one, very tight. Over the bump then. Down to second gear. Oh, so look at that. How close was that to hitting the cones? And again, oh, unlucky there. Couldn't quite manage the turn. As this is the first run though, it's all about learning and making up for your mistakes. So coming around the last bend then, and across the finish line. So we're going to do that one again. Going to try and aim for a gold. So the second run then, going to try and aim for the gold, which is 3,600 points. And away we go then. So up into third, down to second, heavy on the brakes, coming round, just managing to avoid the cones. Again, tricky right-hander here, getting through nicely. Again, keeping it in a straight line, braking down at second gear. Oh no, I'll keep it in third that time. And round here, this sort of bumpy ground, very easy to unsettle the car there, just about managing to get it round without hitting the barrier there. So again, this tricky right hairpin, really tight, getting it a bit wrong there, almost running into the wall there. Again, it's very tricky left-hander, getting the speed right down there. And again, another tricky right here, very tight as you can see. Probably should have used the handbrake there. And coming around the last bend. Oh, lots of understeer, hitting the wall, but we're going to move on to the next event. Not quite a perfect run there, but have we got the gold? We have 4,000 points. So for this one, we're riding the cockpit view of the Lancia Delta Integrale. And away we go then, so approaching the first set of cones nice and easy. And again, the second set, very easy indeed. Under braking then, very easy to run into the cones. Oh, as I managed to do just that. You've got to be careful on the brakes. You can't just slam the brakes on like a switch. You'll unsettle the car and just send it into the cones or the wall. Coming around this tight bend here onto this dirt section. The car gets very unsettled through here, especially this left-hander here. Very easy to spin the car. You can see I'm getting a bit of counter steer there. And again, a very tight turn there. Keeping it down the centre through the cones. Tricky left, coming up. And again, pretty easy set of cones there. Now, this right-hander is very deceptive. It's a lot tighter than you think it is, and then you've got to get the car in. Look at that, look how tight that is. Wow. Just about managing it there. And we're going to come towards the start-finish line. Nice and easy last set of cones. And that was that. So, was it good enough for a gold as my Lancia goes airborne? No, it wasn't. So we need 3,000 points. Managed 2,500 there. So on to the second run then, aiming for a gold medal. Away we go then. To second gear, third gear, up into fourth, getting some good speed down here, fifth gear, and even up into sixth gear, braking right down at the second. Very tight through here, just about managing to avoid all the cones. And again, this is pretty tricky here on the brakes, down at the second gear, very tight right-hander. And onto the dirt once more. So, you know, this is the beauty with Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo. You know, if you're getting a little bit tired of the sort of serious rally action, you can jump into these sort of mini games if you like. And, you know, it is a lot of fun just to sort of get away from the more serious stuff. Have a jump on here. You know, you've got the elimination races as well, which I'll probably take another look at in a future video. Coming around this tight right-hander then. Look at that. Lots of understeer. Tyres squealing away. And back onto the start-finish straight. Pretty simple stuff. And crossing the line. So, was it good enough for the gold? It was 4,000 points. We needed 3,000, so that's pretty decent. Look at my Lancia, all beaten up. Oh dear. So moving on then to the third and final track. We're driving the Lancia Evo 10 from the bumper cam. You know, which is a little bit on the low side, but it is very playable. Oh, as I take out a number of cones there. And this left-hander here. And here it was very odd because it actually takes you off onto the grass. I thought, what on earth is going on here? taking me on to the grass, and again it does the same again. I think, well, where have I got to go next? Over this bump, perhaps carrying a bit more speed than I needed to there. This tight right-hander, and onto this very, very tight right-hander here. Over this dirt section, and very easy to unsettle the car over the bumps. Got to try and keep it in a straight line. Breaking the back end loose there. I thought, well, why not carry on and just see what the rest of the track has to offer, and we'll try a better run on the second go. So on the brakes, down at the second, coming through here, just have to adjust my line through there. I wasn't expecting quite as wide a turn there. Take a couple of cones out there and across the finish line, just about in time there. Had about half a second left, so we're going to try that again. So on to the second run then. With the first run under my belt, I know what to expect now. Get a much better insight. So cutting across the grass then into the first set of cones, onto the brakes, down to second gear through here. Just being a bit more tentative, just sort of sacrificed a bit of speed for a bit more accuracy. Again on the grass there, I think I touched on 1 or 2 cones there, but we'll carry on again on the grass into this bumpy section and brake down a little bit there on the brakes into third, and down to second through here. Coming round this very tight area here, back onto the dirt now. Last time this is where I messed it up completely, so we're keeping it straight over the bump. Nice and simple there, made it look easy. And coming through this high speed section, wait till you get past the brake, those cones, and onto the brakes into second gear, keeping a wide line through here, and doing the same for the next set of turns. So that's it for now. We'll have more on Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo coming shortly.
Well, how do you like it?
Makes me